The mission of Good News Project is fulfilling needs at home and abroad through meaningful service opportunities. It might sound a little backwards, actually, because what our main goal for the last 43 years has been is to really match people who want to volunteer and want to give their lives for something that has meaning and purpose. And so the biggest asset to our organization is our volunteers. Without our volunteers, we would not be able to accomplish the things that we are accomplishing. And our donors, we have amazing support that allows this nonprofit to thrive in multiple ways. Good News started in 1983. It started by this merry band of musicians that traveled down to St. Lucia. When they were going from village to village and sharing music, people would yell out, "What do you call yourselves?" And they said, "Good News." And that was really the beginning of our name. It signifies and fully encompasses what we're trying to do in the world. We're just trying to be good news for one another. Back in 1983, after that merry band of musicians came back, they decided, what else could we do? And there was one statement from a local St. Lucian that really stuck out to them. And he said, "Your music's really nice, but we need housing." So they came back to Wausau, Wisconsin, and started planning and thinking about what that could look like. And they asked a couple friends who they knew had the right skill sets just to come down one more time and see, what kind of house would that look like. So another group of people went down the next year. They called themselves a planning group. And then in 1985, they brought a bunch of friends along, and Good News was basically born then. Ever since then, volunteers had traveled every year down to the West Indies. Slowly, we expanded to different countries. I actually started in 1998. I was one of those volunteers, and my life was changed. So after I graduated from college, I went into the Jesuit Volunteer Corps for a year, and then I moved down to Madison looking for a couple jobs, and then Chuck and Peg McCarthy called me one day because they knew I had volunteered back in the late 90s, and they offered to take me on a trip with Good News and to potentially work for Good News. So I actually started as Peggy McCarthy's administrative assistant. Right around 25 years ago, we realized that we were growing significantly. We were looking for another income source. That extra income source became electronics recycling. And we had a couple key volunteers that really made it happen for us to be able to recycle and repurpose things like lithium and aluminum and steel and glass and copper, keeping that stuff out of our landfill, out of our water streams, and out of our air. That was born right around the same time that our health equipment lending program started. So one of the arms of our international service was packing humanitarian goods like hospital beds and walkers and wheelchairs and school desks and textbooks and clothing that people in north central Wisconsin knew there was a second life for. They didn't want to throw it away. So Good News became that central receiving area for humanitarian goods. When our warehouse was full of medical equipment, every once in a while someone would come through our facility and say, "Oh, could I borrow that set of crutches? I'm going to have a surgery in a month." And our answer was yes, of course. And our health equipment lending program was born. Over a very short period of time, we went from serving 13 people a year to about 350 people a year. And now we're serving over 215 people per month. We don't cater to any demographic specifically or any income level because it doesn't matter what kind of money you make. If you're in the hospital and you want to get out today and you need that wheelchair or you need that bath bench for you to be released, Good News Project can offer that within 15 minutes of your need, and you can leave the hospital that day. Moving forward, we are on the cusp of a strategic plan and rolling that out. It's all very exciting because it incorporates a whole community of people to make that plan and to kind of redirect our efforts as a team to make sure that we are fully responding to needs in the community. As you can see, so much has changed since the conception of Good News Project, but a couple things have stayed the same. One is our dedication and service to the community, and the other is making sure that volunteers feel like family.